You know what it is. We back, baby. It's the Bridges Hip Hop CEO Talk. And man, I got the man of the hour in the building. First of all, thank you, Murph, for pulling up on me, man.
No doubt, man. You
Thanks,
know what it is.
man, thanks for pulling up on me, man. And I like to start off my CEO Talk show all the way right the same way, man. I like to give my people their flowers while they're here. But see, your flowers gonna be a little different. Because first of all, man, it's an honor to have you here. And number one, I'm a fan.
That's what's up.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of you as a musician, and I'm becoming a fan of you as a CEO. And that's one reason why I wanted to, bring you on, because I know you're at that evolution stage of still creating great music and branching off and continuing to grow your brand as a company.
Yeah.
So I wanted to tell you, number one, man, you know what the hook gonna be. All them hits. I gotta get that out of my system, man, because I remember as a fan watching you on TV, man. It was just like you was in the studio with Jermaine Dupri and me wanting to become a label exec, having the artist in the studio with him. It was like, that was just super dope to me as a label owner to see the artist in there and then y'all doing that video.
Yeah.
Man, what was that like, man?
Nah, that was love, man. Shout out to JD, man. Shout out to you first, though. You know what I'm saying? Since I met you from day one, you always show love.
Appreciate
and
it.
Straight up and down, like, that mean your studio from the jump, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, and at them times, like, when I first moved to Atlanta or whatever, I might have been going through something, anything, you know what I'm saying? So it was tight that you was able to, you know what I'm saying, hooked up with some dope producers and stuff, meeting people up here the whole nine. So, man, I want to say thank you. Appreciate you from day one.
Man, it's all love. And for the record, man, Murph ain't used the fact that I was a fan and none of that. He still handled his business. The man gave him a super fan discount. For the record, the man handled his business, I handle mine, and it's always just been love and support.
Appreciate it, man.
Man, I want to just get right into the CEO Talk, man. The CEO Talk is a platform that I've had envisioned for a long time. And it's all about talking about where CEOs are now, where we've been, what we've been through, and just different aspects. So today, man, on my show, I just want to kind of touch on a couple of things. Getting your record career started and understanding the business side of that, to how you're formulating. Because I got a chance to your brother Vaughn, man, like he's like cool and. I got a chance to see the other side of what y'all was doing, and so it's just been a pleasure just to know you as a person, not just as a hip hop artist, man. And I'm like just really embraced and what you've done. So I kind of just want to give my listeners an opportunity to see, to hear, where that started, and we're just gonna kind of build ourselves up, while I got you with me today.
Yeah, man. The business aspect of this thing, man, of the music business. Took me a long time to even grasp, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't front on it, like, I'm talking 20 years in the game and still learning, still trying to figure it out, still trying to, I ain't saying trying, like, figuring it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know things so I can, I want to transition into the having my own artists, you know what I'm saying, bro? I don't ever want to leave the music business at all. As of now, it's hard to do that, put people's lives in your hands, so I commend all of y'all who do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, it's hard to put somebody, because I've been on the other side, and it's like, man, when your life ain't going right or when your career ain't going right, you need somebody to blame, and you know who it is, you know what I'm saying? It's the CEO, you know what I'm saying? So you got to watch what you do in that aspect of it, but it took a long time for me to actually get it, and I see it clearly now, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy that it took to streams for me to see it, but I see it clearly as I don't know what, and a lot of people, when we came in, it was all about get a record deal, get signed by somebody, get somebody to look at you, you know what I'm saying?
I remember driving all the way to California to close my deal, man. I used to work with Ed X9, he was the president of Airstar Records at the time. We had a little deal with Polygram, which was a subsidiary, and then before they all got bought out. And I went through the development stage of being an artist, being an R&B, so you're right, man. At the time, we just wanted to get signed. We just wanted the signs and papers. We didn't know what the hell we
was on it. Don't care what's on it. You know what I'm saying? You just know you want to get in that position. At that time, when you sign something like that, it just turns into like a job instead of like you being a CEO or you being a boss. You know what I'm saying? Because if the whole time you realize that they work for you, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like a partnership, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of artists don't realize that you get in there, you know, they give you some liquor and fame you up real quick, and make you feel like you the man. You see your poster around the building and all that, so you roll like that, and you think everybody for you like that. But in those labels, you got to make sure that you are, you know what I'm saying, treat it like a partnership. They put up the money, you put up the talent. Let's get it, you know what I'm saying? And look at it like that. Don't look at it like they bought you. You know what I'm saying? Or they just pay for everything and make something happen. You're paying for everything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
coming out of your budget.
You're paying for
And if they give it to you, they gonna take it back.
It ain't nothing you ain't paying for. You feel what I'm saying? When you be like, man, when y'all go to a club or something like that, and you be like, give me a drink, you are paying for it. Hers, theirs, this, that.
Yeah.
When he just balled out, be like, boy, what's called good with that card? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we used to say that too. We used to brag on some of the reps, like, man, boy, he quick to pull out that card. We good on it.
Yeah.
Not knowing that whole time that's yours.
Yeah.
That's yours. He's spending yours. Why you ever talking about he good with it?
Yeah.
He done bought the whole table, whole VIP. He just
So you
doing
see
it.
that recoup sheet,
Man, stop
and
playing.
that club night is on there.
Man, times 4.
Oh, they didn't put some tax
Oh
on
yeah,
it?
they gotta put some tax on it.
Oh, wow.
They can't, you know they can't let the sheet go. It go
Man.
over. That's too.
I was just reading something like with Meek Mill. He was like, man, I did music for 10 years and I only done made $11 million.
That's a lot. That's a lot for what they doing. It ain't like nobody got to go out and buy a $17.99 album.
Yeah.
So if you touching 11, 12 million off music, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because the streams ain't paying you nothing but point some. So you gotta know that. You know what I mean? And I think what Meek was complaining about was more so like he ain't never seen a royalty check after you know what I'm saying? And it made it look like he was talking about Rick Ross, but he actually wasn't. He just saying I haven't, and 96% of the artists haven't, and they not gonna see one. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make sure your contract is set up so you can stay in the red. You know what I'm saying? It's just set up like that.
Because I saw what he asked him. He was like, I asked him how much one song made, and they said the song made $24 million.
Mm-hmm.
So he said he started asking him what was his portion of that $24 million. He said they got the stutter.
Yeah, but they spent it on you already. That's the whole thing. Like, see, what we don't know is like, I come from the, like I said, $17, $16.99 an album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think the artists be thinking, just because we made $17.99 off each album, that you made $17.99. No, you made 60 cents, 70 cents maybe off each record. $1 if your lawyer called, you know what I'm saying? If your lawyer called, you made $1, right? But when I spent that $3, $4, $5 million to make you pop, $10 million to make you pop, that dollar is what's counting.
Gotcha.
Not my $17.99 and me as a label.
Like you said, you paid for it.
Your dollar, that's when, so when you get all them dollars to come to $10 million, then that's when you start recouping. But until then, you feel what I'm saying? You got to sell a whole bunch of records to see a check afterwards. Because most of the time you got it up front. They already gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? You just didn't trip off of it. They gave it to you through a budget for your album, and they gave it through you too for an advancement.
But I think a lot
of them take that
But
advance.
I think, man, you know me, man. I put campaigns together and budgets together for talents, and I think a lot of them just don't understand, man. I mean, you know, from a business perspective now, contractually, if you do create a return of investment, then you know your financials should definitely be on point. But it's definitely a lot of upfront spending. You know, like I know that you was at one point of time, you know, with that big campaign, and once you branched off and went independent, so was you able to really see it for yourself?
I was able to see what they was doing. I wasn't able to see, you will never see the same thing that the train got. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you, especially if you're winning on that train, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times you're not winning on that train, so when you go independent, you feel it. You feel like, oh, it's $7, no, you know what I'm saying? But when you on a train that's winning, that far as that fame and being seen and everything, you got to put up a lot of bread to get seen. Yeah, they ain't spending, we think they spending it on something else, but they really spending it on for you to be seen.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? McDonald's sell hella fucking Big Macs, but they still gonna have a commercial. They still gonna promote.
But you know, I tell artists that all the time, right? We know the big brands like Coca-Cola. We know the big brands like Pepsi and McDonald's and Burger King. But if they finna drop the McRib, you better believe you gonna hear about it. You gonna see about it. So as an artist, how do you expect to be seen and heard if you're not spending no money advertising.
And that's all you need to spend money on. Like we spend money in the wrong areas, man.
Man, I see artists.
Outfits be nice.
Outfits be nice, but don't nobody know you.
They don't know what's going on.
They don't know you, man.
They never knew. You got it. Man, marketing is the biggest thing ever. And if we only knew it as our people, well, we'd be so cold in everything we do. I'm talking about from regular business to, I ain't talking about just entertainment. I'm talking about business.
Yeah.
Period. We realized what the marketing really is, man. We'd be cold.
And listen, anytime I grab a campaign, that's the first thing that I start doing is creating a marketing strategy for the talent. And then all of a sudden the talent's just like, yo, bro, I'm getting traction. You know why I'm getting traction? Because I'm spending money and I'm marketing and advertising. I'm not in the strip clubs dropping $10,000 in one building. I'm dropping $10,000 in a region that's getting a bigger effect in your music. And I'm looking at the analytics of your numbers to see if your fan base is growing, to see if your followers are growing, to see if your streams are growing. So I think a lot of new talents, they just don't be understanding that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think when you don't spend it, you don't understand. That's one thing I did learn becoming independent.
How much money you think you'll spend, man?
I spent a lot of money.
Spent a lot of money.
I ain't spent enough. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, like you gotta spend it. If you wanna level up on certain levels, you gotta spend it. I see it clearly. But I like it. I like spending it and getting it back right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, that's some game I can give. Like, I'd rather market my album with something than just market my album. So I'd rather throw a event and be able to promote those 2 months. That way, I'm getting my album out in the midst of those 2 months, and then when the event happens, I'm getting paid too.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Gotcha.
and in the midst of them 2 months, I'm selling records too. So it's all, you feel me? I'd rather use it while I'm using it. I don't like coming soon. I love
Now.
it's out. It's available.
Yeah.
You got it. You know what I'm saying? You go get it right now. I don't like telling people because we forgetting these days.
Well,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
it's definitely like I just dropped a campaign October 28th
Right.
with a new child that I'm working with, and it's now and I told him, I said, now the real work begins,
Yes, sir.
because now you gotta tell people that it's out there,
Uh-huh.
and you gotta let them know you got a product out there. Now it's coming.
Right.
You have a product out there, and
Right.
until the world knows about that product, they still new.
Mm-hmm.
I said, now the real work begins.
Man, it's new forever.
It's new forever until it's old, man.
Until somebody tell you that you got, until we get in the room and everybody got it.
It's
We
new,
ain't talking
bro.
about that. It's new to the hood at all times.
You know how many times I told artists that, and they get so burnt out. Man, I'm just ready to go to another song. For what?
Why?
You ain't even worked this one yet.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, man. So where has Murphy Lee been, man? And what have you been doing? I know you had the St. Lunatics, and then you went, you had the solo. Did you ever finish that album, or?
Far as what, when we was in them times, or what you
Yeah,
saying?
in those times.
I had a second album that never got released. You know what I'm saying? And I got off the label
Okay.
before it was even a chance to develop.
Okay.
But it was done. It was super dope.
Okay.
It was actually perfect and ready. But at the time, my label was going through a gang of rechanging people and new
Was you able to keep that music, or that was turned in content?
to get off to get out the deal, I did not get to keep that particular music because they paid for it.
Okay,
You
gotcha.
know what I'm saying? Like,
For a long way, you could have kept that music.
yeah,
together, just
yeah,
by-
yeah. And that's what artists need to know too. Like, whoever paid for that studio time, whoever paid for that record, as far as the beat, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you got artists on it, and whoever paid for that owns the master.
Yeah, people don't know that.
Yeah, like you don't own it. That's why the labels keep it. They like, man, how I'm supposed to let you own something? You ain't paid for nothing. Pay
Yeah.
for it, and then you can own it. So a lot of times, that's why, that's where the Cash Moneys and the other folks come in at, where it be like, I pay for mine. You know what I'm saying? I just pay for it. Whether I borrowed it from them up front, whatever I did, but I paid for it
Gotcha.
in pre-hand. Like, that's what we got to do. We got to just start paying for what we want. Like, especially projects, just come to them. If you want to be on a label, come to them with a whole project already together.
ready to go.
Yeah, don't
say,
let
hey,
them. Yeah, don't.
Talk to me about some marketing dollars.
Yes, yes.
Put me on the train and help me push it to the next level.
There's no way they, unless you just sell it all out, but there's no way they can own the masters if you come with the master as a master. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but they gonna own it if they pay for that studio time.
They own it if they pay for the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not just studio time. It's everything. Like you pay for that record to get done. That whole record, that's yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta understand it that's understandable. If they the bank, if you letting them be the bank, that's all we be wanting for real.
I think a lot of artists they don't know their publishing rights and organizations. They're not on top of that.
It's not easy.
And you try to tell them, like, yo, listen, when they tell you this is 90% business and 10% talent, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. It's not easy. It's not easy to learn. I'm still learning. You take a lot of losses.
Come on, man, I'll teach you. I'll teach you, man.
Hey, man, let's go.
I studied the business side of it, baby.
Man, that's all I'll be.
I paid the lawyer a lot of money to teach me the game.
Yeah, man.
That's what people don't realize. Like, when I tell them I really be on my pub's rights and organizations, I don't play, man.
Yeah, man.
And we just closed a new distribution situation to where we actually got, marketing dollars to distribute for streaming and stuff like that. So, we was doing the same thing that everybody else was doing with the TuneCore and all that stuff.
Right.
I'm like, it's got to be a way for AMS. Of course, we had to be accepted into the distribution platform, but to get our own, portal to be able to have these direct relationships so we can pitch for playlists and curations and really understand that side of it.
Right.
So I'm excited to have that platform. Yeah. So man, I really paid to really get that PRO and understanding that, and so yeah, that's what we at now. We've created our own distribution platform to really be able to, create that independent for the artists and independent for the labels that we work with,
right,
and et cetera. But we're focusing more on content creation and marketing than we are. Now we have the studio for development, but like you said, that's gonna come with cost,
right.
But if we got full-fledged projects, then we can actually do some campaigns, create visuals, create marketing strategies, and just, keep the artists working, and they can still stay independent and keep working.
Right.
But how many projects have you done?
Man, I probably dropped about maybe 6 projects. I usually drop them with some. So like a documentary come with a free album, or like in the future I got books coming with albums.
Okay.
Films coming with albums. I got this last one I dropped on its own, but I dropped it in a Prince type of way. So like if you come to any one of my shows, you get the album, or if you buy any of my merch, you get a link to the album. You know what I'm saying? Like anything, if you rock with me, if you spend $2 with me, you get a link to the album. You know what I'm saying? So I've been working out like that. So if I get hired for a show in Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying, I hook up with the promoter. I tell them, anybody who buy a ticket, get the link to the album. You know what I'm saying? Anybody come to the door, get a link to the album with the QR code or whatever. So
Gotcha.
I'm doing it that route with this album, this particular album, but I'm also rebooting it, and I'm dropping a live project with it. So coming up is I'm re-putting it out.
Gotcha.
In a manner of with a live documentary. So I got me playing, you know what I'm saying, on some live music on the
bundling it up.
Yeah, it's gonna be super dope.
Now I got a chance to come see your live performance a couple of weeks ago. I appreciate the invite. Man, the All Experience, the Murphy Lee Experience. Man, that was dope. That was like really, really dope. And I heard you say that you wasn't using the streaming platforms now. You took everything off.
I didn't take nothing off. I'm still on there with all my other stuff. This particular project, if you want this particular project, you come to a show or you buy some merch. You know what I'm saying?
And you get the project.
Yeah, you get the project, or you can just buy the album flat out on the site too. Okay. I got it on newmurph.com, or you can text me. I got a whole text and subscribe thing going on, 314-408-TIX. Or you can text me and
we'll make sure we put that on the screen.
Yeah, lock your name in and get you right. So when I come to your city, I might come on a Friday or something. You know what I'm saying? Like show be Saturday, I might come on a Friday and say, yo, we about to go bowling. So I might hit the I might got 30 subscribers from that city, and I hit them, yo, meet me at the bowling alley. We doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Or if I want to drop a project, yo, what y'all think of this before I drop it on YouTube? Or what y'all think of this before I put this out? You know what I'm saying? They get it first, exclusive stuff.
So it sounds like you're saying, okay, this is the way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna touch my fans direct.
Yeah, straight.
It's gonna be from me to Murph.
Yeah.
I don't care what the world is doing. I'm gonna connect with who's connecting with me.
Straight to my people.
So me being a fan, that's how I gotta go get it.
Yeah.
Cause I heard some dope records that I like.
Appreciate
and
it.
I saw you perform with your beautiful wife.
Yeah.
I was like that. I was telling my wife, I was like, man, I said, look at that, baby. Me, you can go on stage and sing. And she was like in the shower. So tell me what that was like, man.
Nah, that's super dope, man. My wife on her like 3 times on the album. We work.
She's an amazing talent, man.
Man, appreciate it.
Super vocals.
She do a lot. She's a actress slash artist in the whole nine. She do a lot. But we got a thing called the Family, FAMLEE. And my daughter Cole, my son Cole, you know what I'm saying? So we got some things going, man, what we trying to do from different angles, especially through film, you know what I'm saying, through kid shows, through kid books, the whole nine, man. Plays.
I know it's like, man, ever since I met you, man, it's like it just never seems to amaze me. Like every time we in a conversation, like that CEO talk conversation, I tell people it's the chief executive officer of your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're visionaries and creators, but we also hustlers.
Yeah.
And that's the only way that you can become a boss is you got to be a hustler. You know, and you got to be able to make a way when other people don't see a way. So we just went through this time during COVID, and of course I'm in the entertainment world. I know you're in the entertainment world. I know for me, I just adjusted. Right. Focused on things that didn't require me to be around people, and I still made money. I actually just stopped coming to the studio and stayed at the house, and spend time with my grandkids. And because I was investing in real estate, I was able to, I had plenty of properties that was subsidized by the government. So as the Section 8 checks came on in, and actually they came on in 100%. And so as long as I wasn't going outside, I wasn't spending. So everything that was coming in was actually income.
Yeah, that's the only time we spending money is when we go outside.
Yeah, man.
That's when we go
man,
outside.
why they be like, man, why I don't see you? That's because I'll be spending money when I go outside.
You can't help it either.
So how did you get through that, man?
Pandemic, it actually helped me.
It helped me too, man.
It did. I think I needed to sit down for 2 seconds, see what was going on. You know what I'm saying? It definitely, I was already practicing that in a way anyway. Like, I don't go nowhere unless I'm working, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to stay away anyway, so it was super dope to be able to stay at the crib. I learned my family more, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and you did the same thing I did, man.
Man, I'm talking about, boy, I did not know people was this way. I was like, oh, yeah, dope. I found out some stuff about people. I was like, okay, I'm tripping. I'm sleeping. Let me go home a little bit and concentrate, because I got a whole house full of activities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was super dope, actually. We lost a lot of people. I think that was the crazy part about it. But other than that, it definitely gave me a reset where I was able to catch up to the world. Because now we all on the same platform, playing field right now.
That's the way that I looked at, man.
Like, oh, no, we all on the same. I can see it now. Like, nah. Because at first I felt not defeated, but I felt like, I got to do a lot of catching up.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But then once pandemic, everybody had to sit down. I wasn't missing what I thought I was missing.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? Yo, you supposed to be here, man. We was here. Thinking I'm supposed to be here and there. Man, I didn't need to be nowhere. We all didn't need to be somewhere. And I'm talking about it was just super dope. You know what I'm saying? My online game got better. I learned more about, promoting online and different things of that nature. Yeah.
I mean, I actually went through a scare, man. I, ended up in the hospital sick and had stroke, and just my health was down, and so it's like you, man. It was a true reset for me to really, get to what was important, which was family at the time. And, just, realizing that, man, if you ain't got your health, man, I mean, you ain't got nothing. It don't even matter. Because if you don't have the physical ability to get out there and hustle and work, so that made me and my wife be more conscious as to our health. And, so I'm like you, man, it definitely slowed me down. Yeah. But it was actually pretty good for me because, man, I created 4 new companies. 4 or 5 new companies. Um, being able to just slow down and say, okay, well, when this revenue stream is not moving, what is this, what are you going to do over here? So, I mean, we got into the child care industry, opened a $1 million daycare facility. I expanded my real estate portfolio. I opened a luxury car rental business. Um, uh, Developed this media company. Definitely just kept expanding. So I know for me, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it was bad for no hustlers because we had to figure it out. We didn't have no 401k or retirement to go pull from. We had to figure it out, and for us, the money had to keep coming in. You know,
I think
uh,
it really hurt the ones that was like, as far as artist wise, who were living show to show. All of them who was just depending on them shows, boy, I know that hurt. You know what I'm saying? Them back ends, and I know a lot of them was spending that front end.
that back end wasn't
Man,
there.
that back end wasn't there. I know it was rough. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you didn't know anything about your brand or you know what I'm saying, your
Yeah.
LLC to be able to get some money somehow. I just know they messed that up. I know that was crazy, but I wasn't on that. I like you said, I was in creative mode. My ideas. Oh, I couldn't wait to get out of it so I can put all this stuff in fruition because my shit was going.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
I
First,
was in super creative
man, one of
mode.
the first thing I did was got with my accountant. I was like, yo, let's get all these financial books together because I just know it's going to be some monetization for economic, turnaround. So I was just trying to, my wheels were spinning though, man. Yeah, my wheels were spinning, man. So I see you got the brand. You see me, um, and I've seen that brand ever since I've met you because I don't see no designer. All I see is your design.
Yeah.
What does that mean, and how did that come about, and where is that brand at today?
I always thought it was stupid. You know what I'm saying? I always it's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was super on top of a mountain, I didn't do none of it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the design. I couldn't do none of that stuff. Actually, when we first came out, we was wearing big clothes anyway, so half of the design stuff was small. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't really buying it.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I never been that person, but I always was like, why we don't wear our own brand? I always been like, why we ain't branding every time we walk in? You should be a billboard at all times. That's why we even call it You See Me. You know what I'm saying? You can't make excuses is what it stands for, but at the same time, it's like, it's no way we should be wearing other folks' clothes like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially not necessarily. We supposed to be supporting each other brands, but we're not supposed to be spending crazy money on an outfit that you only can wear Tuesday. You can't wear it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you got it, you got it. That's my thing too. I think it's for the people who got it. But
Yeah.
right now, the people who got it are showing the people who don't got it. They
That-
trying
that's-
to catch
that-
up,
that's the
and they
lifestyle.
just yeah,
Yeah.
it's just and they done made it old. So even when I want to go get me a little something, I'm looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like I never wanted to do that. I never wanted to go on stage looking like nobody else. So I'd be damned if I buy the outfit and like somebody in the crowd got my outfit on. Like that's just me as an
I know you done been to a million award show where they got the same outfit on.
Man, never. And I don't understand. I'm like, see, you should have wore your own shit. You can't even go wrong. You know what I'm saying? And then, and the price is cheaper when you create it. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I'm figuring that part out, like, you can do the same thing the designer people doing if you want to go there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to go there, I think people just buying off mannequin. But if you really want to go there, you want them patterns and want that look.
Yeah, you can make it.
You create that look.
Yeah,
Like,
because they sell all the fabrics.
Man, you can save all that. You know what I'm
they
saying?
they sell all the fabrics.
Yeah.
You can buy all the fabrics.
Yeah, it don't always got to be about the symbol on that thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we buying symbols. And I never been that person, but we got You See Me clothing line, man. Big brother Keywan be doing all the stuff as of now. You know what I'm saying? But we finna move on to
Keywan don't play.
Yeah.
That man, how You See Me down all the way down to the socks.
He ain't playing.
He ain't playing.
I love it though, man, and I think people should always do that. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, cause like my cat say, what he say? He say, sure, you can sell 50 T-shirts and make $2,000 before you do 1 million streams.
Yeah, that's what I think Kingpin.
Kingpin said it.
Kingpin was like every artist should have merch.
Yeah, before you ain't gonna make no money off no streams.
Hey man, Kingpin got me on my game, man. That's the GOAT, man. That's my guy, man.
Truth, man. I love their podcast. I be listening to them.
Oh yeah, man. It's the cheat code is hard.
Yeah, shout out to the cheat code.
Yeah, and I've always played around with the AMS stuff, and I didn't get serious about it. And then we got the new little distribution platform, so it's like, you know what? I'm finna go ham.
Yeah.
I'm finna be just like you, man. Every time you see me, I'm finna be in the Bridges Hip Hop, AMS.
Yeah, you know, you got your dress up days, and then you got your
Got my
days where
dress
you
up.
supposed
But
to
see,
bring
I was always
pay your bills
man. I
up.
was always a black T-shirt guy with some blue jeans. I never
Yeah.
really was into it. Now lately, lately man, listen, man. Lately, because of just true wealth building, I splurge a little bit, man. But
Clean up. I ain't just getting,
man,
get unmusty out here.
my splurging can be counted on one hand.
That's
You
why
know what I'm
you
saying?
sound like me, cause I be damn.
Yeah, man.
It
Listen.
don't take all that.
It
You know
don't
what I'm
take
saying?
all that. Now, if it's a splurge where it's me and wife and we on some we want to do it because we
'Cause
feel
we
good
want-
type thing,
Mhm.
then that's different. But just trying to do it to impress people, nah.
But you can afford it. See, that's the whole thing is you can afford it.
Yeah.
It's nothing else. No, I don't want nobody to feel no other way about wearing whatever you want to wear in life. I just want you to be able to afford it.
That's it.
Like, don't do it to impress somebody, and then tomorrow you struggling on some other stuff. Like, that's not cool.
That's
And
not
that's what's
cool.
happening. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's sad. I'll be like, you sleeping on somebody's couch and you kicking off your little dusty Gucci shoes, man. You
Bro,
crazy.
you crazy,
Like,
man.
you tripping. So we need to fix that. You know what I'm saying? We just need
Boy,
to fix that.
Boy, that's crazy right there,
that
boy.
Don't make no, it don't just don't add up. You know what I'm
Them
saying?
shoes, I know if you're kicking out some Gucci shoes, you could have paid 1 month hotel somewhere.
Just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people be down, you can be on somebody's couch, that ain't the thing. Just come on, we gotta get our
Well,
first
first of all,
together.
if you're on my couch and you kicking out some Gucci shoes, you gotta go.
You gotta go. I don't even.
You gotta go.
if them bang past my door,
Boy, you gotta
what
go.
you doing, bro? That's
You gotta
all,
go.
That's
'Cause
all.
hey, listen, I only
that's
got.
the type of person who's doing it though. The person who don't have a pot to piss in.
Man, I'm 46 years old and I got 3 pair of Gucci's, and I could have bought a whole closet full.
Yeah.
I got 3 pair of Gucci's and I'm 46. So if you kicking off some shoes and laying on my couch, you gotta go. Cause I know how much they cost.
Yeah, we just gotta get that together, man. Get our addition together in life.
Yeah, man. So man, just picking your brain. I love the idea of you creating that platform of content being available on your site
Yeah.
and bringing that exclusivity to the fans. That's pretty dope.
You got to, bro. If I can explain, if I go to Tidal, if I go to any one of them streaming services, you still got to Google Murphy. You still got to search me. You still got to put MURPH in there anyway. You know what I'm saying? So why would I send you to another platform, search my name, then find the song that you're looking for? You
Well, I can just send you straight to me.
Straight to my site. Boom, boom, you go there. Even if I had stuff from streaming service and it linked from there, we still got to start sending them straight to us first. Like, it's artists out here that don't got no websites, no nothing.
When did that?
Instagram only.
When did that happen?
I don't know. We just stopped. It's a lazy thing because that bread coming fast. That bread coming so fast that you lazy on the business side of thinking it's gonna last. And then in 2 years, that data you needed to collect by them people coming and rock with you because you hot right now, you want them to come straight to you. If you're able to do that, get them straight to you so you can get all the data. You feel what I'm saying? Like right now, you sending them to Tidal. You sending them. I want you to go to Tidal though. It's black on. But just saying, you sending them to other places. You not collecting nothing. You have no info for nothing. So
you don't even know who those curators are that's creating those playlists. Nothing.
When you said, I'm just saying I'm talking about as a fan. I'm talking about your fans. You want to send them to you because in a second you're not gonna be sizzling like that, and you're gonna need them. And you ain't gonna be able to contact them like that, like you think. You know what I'm saying? Like at any point in time, Instagram can shut down. At any point in time, whatever label you rocking with shut down, so they can't get it from them. You know what I'm saying? Any one of these streaming services, internet can go off. Like anything, like we need to get straight contact with our customers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like old school milkman. I'm talking about like we know who coming into our store buying this bread. We need to get back to that day. Like I know who bought my album. You feel what I'm saying? Like that email come through, I know who got my album. I know who actually did it. Out of all the people I told, I know who got it. You know what I'm saying?
Who supported me.
Yeah, I know who. Like Boosie was online the other day messing with one of his people who in one of his movies. Like, you ain't bought the movie. He talking about, I done put you all in the movie. You ain't pre-ordered the movie yet. He know because that email ain't came. Yeah, because it's straight to me. Only way you can get his movie is through Boosie. You feel what I'm saying? Like he got it set up perfectly. That's why you gotta go. So it's a lot of artists out here that's doing it and super dope that y'all can follow. Like La Russell, he do something crazy so perfectly.
I
You know
saw
what I'm
his
saying?
stuff. I saw
Man,
his
he's
stuff. It's
amazing
great.
with his
Oh,
his
oh, oh my
marketing
God!
game to the point.
I start following
You
him.
got to, and that's the route, and that's the thing, cause it can be forever, friend. It's people out here doing covers and making way more money than artists who got their own music out, and you got to realize what that's about. You know
Well,
what I'm
that Russell
saying?
play crazy.
Man, even if you,
That man set up a Live Nation
yeah,
stage in his
in his
backyard.
backyard, he got his own store, a whole pergola, straight like that. But the thing is, we never like what Meek Mill was saying. You get paid for record sales or whatever because what we get paid off of is shows, bro. Showmanship is gonna lead you forever. If you got showmanship, you can last to whenever. Every weekend I'm performing what the hook gonna be, shake a tail feather. To this day, 23 years later, because of
23
showmanship.
years.
Because of showmanship. If you
God,
don't
that's how
care
old I
about that
was.
part, you're gonna be out of it. If you ain't grabbing them fans now, when that thing ain't sizzling no more, you're gonna be out of it. You're gonna be at home or back at Walmart. And you're gonna be mad because you didn't grab the little stuff, the little game that you needed
But
to
that's so
survive.
important right there, man.
Yeah. I'm
That's
just
so
lucky to be
important.
a part of something great. I was a part of something so big that we built a dope ass foundation. But a lot of these artists coming out with songs, I don't know the face to the song, I don't know nobody. You ain't trying to make me know nobody. You ain't came out with no documentary. I don't know you. Ain't nobody walking around you
Man,
trying to
these
show
bro,
us who
these
you are, where you from, nothing.
bruh, nothing. Like, and that's what I do with AMS, man. I create artist development. I show people who I'm working with.
Yeah.
I let it be known, and I think that artist development side of it is definitely missing,
Right.
because today's artists, they get a little buzz, they
Mm-hmm.
think they Michael Jackson, bro.
Man.
Bro,
Talking about little.
bruh,
No, you ain't.
bruh.
When you say little, you mean little. I'm talking about
I'm talking
little
about a little
buzz
buzz,
and we walking around here like this
bro.
now.
They not even hot.
Super
They
on.
not even hot out their zip code,
Not even in their zip code. And they think they is.
bruh.
Cause they done screamed for 2 times. Actually I seen people in the club dancing to a song and they don't know that's you. You ain't did your job yet, but you hiding in the VIP. Hollywood is I don't know what, because you done came here 30 deep. Nobody see you. Nobody know who you is. You ain't got no, you ain't talked to nobody in this thing. And that's crazy. That's crazy. And you gonna come back next week and they still not gonna know who you is.
You ain't see that with my artist this weekend, did you? I made sure my artist had on a bright red jacket, and we took over the middle of the VIP section, and he talked to everybody that was in that section. And when
Man,
this song came on, DJ made sure they knew who he was, because
got
that's
to.
what artist branding is, man.
Got to, man, because if you want some longevity out here, I think some people not planning on doing this for a long time though too.
20, I agree
Yeah.
with you on that, man. So so what's in store for Murphy Lee, man? Like what
Oh
are some
man,
things that you're gonna be doing that's gonna be so unique that I'm finna go. You finna see my name on the email. I'm telling you that right now.
we definitely moving over to the more promoter game of it. You know what I'm saying? Just like what you saw the Murphy Lee experience, Murphy could be exchanged so easy. You feel what I'm saying? I can bring Juvenile, I can bring Keisha Cole, I can bring, you know what I'm saying?
I
I
got
can
you.
replace each comedian, I can replace the band. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
that.
got you.
So we got OKC on the 11th, we got St. Louis on December 17th. Um, that's the route. You know what I'm saying? The Murphy Lee experiences. I'm looking for festivals, things of that nature. I'm going that route. We got different comedy shows we've been throwing along with the cannabis industry. You know what I'm saying? Some smokes and jokes type of thing going on. Me and Kiwan got going, and I'm really dealing with when I was up there, we was doing comedy show. Me and Kiwan had like we down there owned the comedy club for like a year. You know what I'm saying? So that's type of stuff we getting into heavily. You know what I'm saying? I deal in the comedian world, film world, that whole nine.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, man, the Murphy Lee experience, like that whole setup was dope with
Man,
the
appreciate
comedy,
it.
the R&B,
Yeah,
and
grown
then you
man business,
it was
man.
grown man business,
Yeah,
and
I
you
like
closed
that.
out the show. It was dope,
Yeah,
and I saw you televised it too. Like I saw you
yeah,
had the camera crews in there and
yeah.
stuff,
Got everything.
and that content. What you plan on doing with that?
I'm episodes. Those are
Okay,
episodes. You know what I'm saying? So each city gonna be an episode. But what I'm setting up is like residency. So in each city, I'm doing it every quarter, and we gonna switch out. Like I said, switch out the talent every quarter. a different place too. You know what I'm saying? That same city. So we doing like maybe 10 to 15 cities, uh, once a quarter. So 4 times a year in
Oh
each
yeah,
city. It's gonna be
yeah,
super
that's
dope.
it.
And just keep coming back to your time, bringing something dope. On that. So if we do a show on Saturday, and coming in that Thursday and Friday, we doing some philanthropy type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some giveaways, some just bringing some money to each of those cities that we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just on a big search of just awareness of getting my fan base grown now. They don't just be online. They don't just be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
That's
gotta,
the point
yeah,
of the texting. That's the
you
point
gotta
of
go back to the
hand to
Motown era.
hand. I'm
You
cool
gotta get
with
on the bus.
yeah, I'm cool with the hand to hand because my folks they be at work. They ain't got time to be just getting online every day like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? When they get on, they catch it like boom, okay, I'm going to rock with you. So that's why I got the 314-408 text me so I can get right to you. You know what I'm saying? Like if my album drop, it come right to you. I'm not playing. I need 10,000 people. You know what I'm saying? In the
yeah,
whole world per year. I don't need a million, trillion, but billion. If it go there, it go there. I'm cool with it. But we just dealing in numbers right now. You know what I'm saying?
gotcha.
We dealing with numbers.
Man, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something like I know you said you wanted to, get to the point where you actually would put uh some artists that you want to work with some artists. What are you working on to get to that? And
I'm
what
just
what what,
learning
what
if
type
they
of artists you see yourself working with, man? Because if they gonna
exclusive.
come work with you,
Cause
man,
we not.
be
Yeah.
they gotta be exclusive.
We definitely not going on no normal routes. You know what I'm saying? No normalcy at all. And we definitely building foundations and like so they can work forever. You know
Gotcha.
what I'm saying? Like we going. That's why I say it's straight up and down. Bands, artists, all type of people out here getting paid 10, 15 grand a show. Out here, you don't know their name, no nothing, but they selling out crowds. They doing the whole nine. They don't care about all that fame stuff. They don't care about
We
none of
know
that
we know
stuff.
that we know the fame,
Man,
social media stuff ain't nothing but hype.
they getting
You
it.
gotta
They
build it in a
getting it.
different way, man.
Yeah, so that's the route I'm going. I'm looking for people, the Wiz Khalifas, the Sminos of these times. You know what I'm saying? The people who go out and get it and got great showmanship, got the whole package because the artistry lasts forever. A hot song just be for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But the
Yeah,
artist part of it, like really having that talent and that passion for it, can last forever. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
man.
I'd rather break bread and get money with those people. So at this moment, I ain't doing nothing but learning the game, stacking my paper, because it's gonna cost a lot of paper if you ever want to get into that part of the business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just stacking and learning, man, because I don't want to not know. You know what I'm saying?
I got
Like,
you.
and I'm not gonna take. I'm not. I can leap. I can step. I can put that foot out on my own. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when I'm dealing with other artists, I'm not just finna just jump on the ledge with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you do your thing, and I'll just catch you in the future if it's right, it's right. But I'm not gonna put. I'm not gonna. I want to know that.
Yeah,
And when I got somebody else's life in my hands, I want to know that because that person feeding other people. That person got family. That stuff ain't nothing to play with. I know I done woke up ready to kill somebody over some music. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
I
So
know, man.
I don't even want to play with it. I got a family. I know what it is. I know what it's like to feel like you being held back or somebody ain't doing enough for this, not having an understanding of what's really going on. So I want to be able to explain to my or I want to be able to explain what the process and what we're really doing, why it's taking this long or why it went so fast, whichever route it did. You feel I want to be able to explain. I want to know. I don't want to guess none of that.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
like my artist I'm working with now. Like I told him, listen, man, this is a marathon, not a rat race.
Yes, yes.
I can go out there and spend $100,000, but that don't mean I'm gonna get my bread right back.
Right.
How about we build this together? Let's see where this relationship goes, and that's how I like to build my campaigns.
Yeah.
And it's you do what you can, and I do what I can, and we see what it is. And this is a totally independent situation. I'm independent, you independent.
Yep.
We can separate ties at any point. Just remember, whatever I did spend, you're gonna owe me back. So I'm gonna need that content to figure out how to get that back. That'll be up to me. But I'd much rather for you to be with me the long route because my pocket's a little longer. They'll outlast you because I'll be on the next artist when you still trying to figure it out. So don't get too tired because AMS has been around since 2007. But the reason we've been around is because we're very, very conservative. And it's like it takes certain things to get me moving. And sometimes I wait on timing. Sometimes it be about timing, man.
It's almost always is about time. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
man.
saying? Time is everything.
You can't rush, man. Like building this platform or man, I just bought a house it was a fixer upper in Connecticut. I paid $90,000 cash for the house, and we had a projection of 17 weeks. We were gonna get this house done. But every time we got into the house, we had more and more issues. Bro, I just got this house on the market 30 days ago. Took 6 months. But I was in it for the marathon, not the rat race.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get my bread now. It's on the market. It's listed for sale. When it sells, it sells. But I didn't meet that timeline. So like you said, man, things aren't gonna happen. It's not gonna always be perfect. And that's just life. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot of artists signed with major labels with major budgets don't get that release that
No.
you know what I'm saying? Cause the label got stuff going on.
They only dropping 6 or 7 of them. They got 1,000, 1,400 of them, and 6 or 7 only gonna see light.
That's it.
Yeah, just 6, 7.
That's crazy. And they got major bags.
Yeah, and the rest of them just gonna drop an album. They just gonna drop. They ain't gonna see no light though.
It's out now.
Nobody. It's just gonna be out. No light. Just 6 or 7 gonna get bag light. Make sure y'all
And that's keep the machine going.
keep it going. They're the ones that's paying the bills. The other ones, y'all not paying my bills.
Yeah, we signed y'all just for perspective of the label, I guess, huh?
Now we signed y'all because y'all was talented.
So you still got to get out there and
Just
work.
ain't no
But, you know, a lot of artists don't think they got to work when they get signed, though.
At all. No, you do work. You work less. You ready to be told what to do now.
Versus them realizing this is
You
a
ain't
partnership.
You ain't peeped that?
I've been peeped that.
Oh, yeah. Cause like you get somebody like they be boiling, and then you get them, and they be like, they waiting on you to make moves and shit.
Yeah, but it's like, listen, it's like.
That's when you supposed to turn up when you got help. When you got help, you supposed to go harder.
Boy, you supposed to go harder.
Yeah.
You
Nuh-uh,
supposed, bro,
not
you,
these
it supposed to
people.
be team no sleep. Now you ain't have a studio to record in. You ain't have a budget for a video. Now you got all that, and I can't even get you to come to the studio.
Nah, you ain't gonna say, man, that was up, man. Hella excuse. All that, man. That's the whole thing. That's the drive. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what holds me back from being that CEO part of that music part is because artists forget. You know what I'm saying? Once you get their help, that's why I said this is the most. When they say get it out the mud, this probably hip hop. I know for sure. R&B probably may be a little different, but hip hop, that get it out the mud creates something different. The moment you get some help out that mud, bruh, you ain't right. You lose it all. You too clean. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna do it right. But when you gotta get it out the mud, like I said, when you gotta spend it, and see it, oh, now you feel it. And it make you go harder. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta spend it. You gotta feel it. Out your gut, out your last pocket, I spend my last, you know what I'm saying? On myself. I bet it on me. That's when it works. It don't work when somebody keep pulling you out the mud, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's hard.
I'm telling you, I have experienced that with several artists.
Yeah.
Like they be going
almost more
hard.
than half. If you really think about it, more than half.
Bro, they be
Because
going.
the reason why you messed with them because they be going hard.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm watching you on social media. I'm watching you go ham.
God,
like, come on, bro.
That's crazy.
And then now you ain't doing nothing.
Nothing. Slow the whole process down because they waiting. That's why I said they think they waiting on master. Like, tell me what to do. You knew what to do yesterday. You was doing it. That's why we here. You know what I'm saying? But we don't realize that. That's why I say it's a big communication thing going on in the music industry, man. I think I'm about to write some books and put out some documentaries.
Well, man, I know you got some great things in store, man, and
definitely.
I definitely got to learn a little bit about you and some of the past things that you went through. And I really didn't focus on that today because I really wanted to elaborate on where you at from a CEO standpoint and how your mentality has changed. So you definitely got the CEO talk now with understanding, you know, what you want to do with your brand, with the direct communication, the branding of your clothing line and the preparation of signing talent, you know what I'm saying, to eventually, and understanding when you can get to that point, you know. So I can't wait to see the other side of it, man. And I'm gonna be back outside real heavy next year. So I definitely want to create some partnerships with you on some of this, man. I value the brand as much as I do being a fan and creating this friendship with you over the past several years, man. And you've never changed, man. You've always been solid, the guy to talk to. And I've met a lot of industry people, man, and it's like somewhere along the line they forgot that they are a human being too.
So the industry side.
Boy, what?
No,
I know you done seen it, boy.
you know I know.
Yeah, man. But
I know. But I think that direct content, bringing that back, that direct part,
I like that, man.
It
I
leads
like that,
to other
man.
things, because I think that if we don't realize that we get in the music business so we can do other shit.
Yeah.
The fame leads to other stuff that I want to do in life. And when you got that direct thing, I can switch wherever. Now
Yeah.
I can do a Trill Burger.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
so easy to do it because all my fans are right here,
Yeah.
ready for me to change into.
Man,
Well,
but
you
the
feel
way
what I'm
the way
saying?
that you
To
create
make-
the
to
way
make
that you
whatever.
creating that direct connect, now you can say, okay, I have 500 fans. I know I have 500 fans because 500 fans have supported me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, now I have 500 fans over here. I got 500 fans over here. You know, like that's dope, man. That's dope. And I was talking with Tito Lopez, and I remember when he was signed with Capitol, and him and I was talking, and he's got some dope records, and he's ready to work. So I was like, man, let's just create in this situation where you independent, man. And I was telling him about me coming to your event and how you had your stuff, like, not saying abandoned from the streaming platform, but some of the new content you was uploading directly. And he was like, bruh, that's exactly what I'm on. I said, well, I'm gonna tell you right now, you actually been in the industry, like that's a network that we can work directly because I have that. You know, I can have delayed, and we can have a period where it's just exclusive, you know what I'm saying, on your channel. So we can really see who's supporting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
They appreciate it too. Your fans appreciate it more when it's directly from you too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can go wherever. I can go vinyl. I can go old throwback CD because it's now merchandise. It's now merch.
man,
And they love it like that. You know what I'm saying? To me, it works better.
man, I've proven that theory, man. That's me ordering my wife some flowers or me giving her some flowers. When I give her flowers, it means a whole lot more than me ordering her some and a stranger showing up with them.
You come with that thing.
Exactly. So when you putting your music on Spotify, that's a stranger bringing you my music. It's different than Murphy Lee actually handing you my music. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look.
Create your environments, the whole thing. Did you peep the experience? How I created the environment because I know what kind of content is on my album.
Exactly.
So I know where I'm going with the live band. Like I know it's grown man music. A lot of it's laid back. So I don't want to put you in this mode.
Yeah.
And then I'm dropping knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's no way. But if you sitting down and you what's called, you can hear it different.
You hear it different. You had them in lounge chairs and tables. 360. He had the bar.
The whole joint.
He had the table. It's
just some grown man business, man. Good, the perfect date night. You know what I'm saying? I thinking like that. I'm on that. You know what I'm saying? That's on purpose. Like I'm a vegan, so I made sure I got the vegan food because people come. That's the experience. Like when you come to my event, you know you're gonna. It's gonna be something there. The wine was vegan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like everything.
So I implement that. Like I'm linking up with Slutty Vegan to where we doing different stuff when we touring and doing different things. So it's gonna be super dope, and I love that part of it. And I love, like I said, set that environment, set it for whatever it is. So if I got a hype album coming where I know I got a lot of club bangers,
that experience gonna be that.
It's gonna be different. It's gonna be. We might go to the strip club, and that's where the experience.
You setting the mood for the whole album, man.
Set the mood for the shit. Like it should be a listening party. And then like I said, the documentary supposed to come with it. So I was supposed to. It never supposed to been a listening party. It's always supposed to be screenings.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in a whole different.
That's
manner.
your visuals.
Yeah,
you got visuals, audio. Like I'm telling you, I was there. It was super dope. I got tons of footage in my phone.
Appreciate it. And that's the first one. So we gonna knock out all the kinks that stuff was going so wrong that nobody would really know like that. But I know. You know what I'm saying? And fix the kinks, go to the next city. By the time I do another one in January, February, I wanted to do December, but January, February, we come back in a different manner, even bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? Different environment.
Yeah, and but see, like that visual that you have from recording that show, Be dope, man.
Yeah.
So, but man, I ain't gonna keep you, man. I just want to let you know I appreciate you coming to the show. CEO Talk, man. It's been a pleasure having you, man. And
appreciate
I hope to have you back after we get done with 2023, tearing up the world,
Let's
baby.
get it, man. Let's get it.
Salute, my G.
Yes, sir.
CEO Talk with Alvin Mays. Murphy Lee was in the building.
You see me.